One of the hardest things for me is remembering a time where some person was an integral part of my life, where I looked up to them, where I felt safe with them, and then all of a sudden realizing where we are now and what's changed. It's hard for me to put away the past because I'm Captain Save the History, and I will do anything to retain the best parts of my life, even if sometimes I lie to myself to believe those pieces can or should still remain. I need to be gentle with myself, though. I know I don't respond well to rapid changes, overwhelming stress, or people leaving abruptly, so I can't expect myself to toughen up overnight. But how can I guide myself to understand that it is okay to lose relationships that were not meant for me, if it also maybe means getting the opportunity to deepen my relationships with the ones that are, and making room for new ones to come? I expend so much energy on being upset or sad about relationships with people that just don't work out, and then I overexert my mind and my ability to fill others' cups. And then once I'm there, it's kind of hard for me to fill my own, let alone others in my life who actually should be receiving that from me. Recently, I lost a friendship, one that I've had since I was a little girl, and it made me remember all the parts of myself that are tied to this person, as if the pieces of me that exist with them is now gone, but that's not true. Actually, they still are in my memories, even if that same person I was attached to doesn't necessarily exist anymore. It's hard though, because there's still a part of me that believes the version of themselves that I miss is still there, somewhere, even though they've made it clear to me that we're not our young selves anymore, that we no longer know each other, but can they speak for both of us? To hear that maybe that person is no longer there brings me grief. Grief over someone lost who is strangely somehow still here. I mean, I don't know, what's sad is losing the person that made these memories come alive. I know I can always remember them when we were young in middle school, high school, college, but now I have to solely rely on those memories because I will never see that person again. I once lost someone very close to me through death, and it sounds crazy to say, but it's a similar feeling. Like, the memories are always there, but if you don't have the personality, the love, the promises, the physicality of the relationship, you start to wonder and fear if the memories are strong enough to last by the will of your mind alone, or if they're bound to fade away without a reality to be tethered to. We can be emotional, but we can also be rational. We can grieve the loss of a friend and perhaps a part of yourself, but understand that that makes more room for what you both need in life. There are no ill wishes on my part for them, as I'm sure there's none from them for me. I hope we both find healing where it's due, but I'm also ready to receive, and I'm tired of feeling loss. In John 15:2, it says that God cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, so that it'll be even more fruitful. And I gotta believe that for the both of us. Sometimes people are not meant to stay in your life, and you're not meant to stay in theirs. And the removal of barren branches and the pruning of fruitful ones are done to make room for more growth. Maybe we were both trying to hang on to something for a time, and maybe they were more ready than I was to see that that time is over. For the reasons they chose to end it, I don't agree with, but maybe that doesn't really matter so much as the end result does. The result being that now we can both be free of something that no longer serves us. Now, of course, this applies to any kind of relationship, others in my life as well, but this is just the most recent experience that reminded me of the feeling of nostalgia. But I'm trying to remind myself that it's okay to reminisce, and it's wonderful to dream about your past, to have something that puts a smile on your face when you think about it. But I shouldn't let that smile leave, even when I realize I might not have that experience with that person ever again, because the memory will always stay with me. I have control over it. The other person leaving or no longer wanting a relationship with you doesn't get to control how you see that memory. It doesn't have to now be corrupted. With effort, you can remind yourselves of the things that brought a smile to your inner child's face, doing your best not to let them go. Don't be afraid of them. Your memories are yours to love, and your future is too. Good luck, little bears.